Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today back in Pine Valley Zoo. We're going to be continuing a bit of work on our new habitat today. So this is our next bit of water that we're working on here, where we're going to be putting in lots of reptiles. So last episode I got the basic structure and shape around the outside with the pathing, and I managed to get this small island of pathing in the middle here as well for people to get right down into the water. So it's all coming together quite nicely, but what I want to start by doing is a bit more terraforming. So we've got this lovely beach area here which is perfect already, but I'm also thinking I want to copy that over here. I'm not entirely sure the best way of doing this, but let's actually let's have a go at this. I don't want it to be a steep cliff, of course. In fact, what I really want to do is create like a bay here. So it doesn't, actually it's probably best actually to use this one, I think. Yeah, because I don't mind if it becomes a cliff. I want it to be like a little cove like this. Yeah, with the bridge going over the top there. Yeah, something like that. That looks good. I may have to get rid of the water and just smooth this off. Actually, let me try that. Let's just see if I can, just smooth this edge off so it's just a bit more of a slope. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. It's one thing in the game I've never really got to grips with is terraforming. There are people out there that know exactly what tools to use on what size and what intensity and all that, and they just do whatever they want straight away. That's not me, unfortunately. I've just never quite got the hang of it. Is that right? No, that's too low. I wanted it one higher than that. Oh, you are kidding me. I know why it's doing that. It's because the water, the pathway is there, isn't it? I did worry because when I built that path, it was touching the water, which was absolutely perfect. And I had a horrible feeling that it wasn't going to let me get the water back up to that same height. I'm just looking at the height that it's at now and whether I'm happy with that. I guess it depends. Am I happy with this cove? Yeah, I think the angle here is much better now. Do I mind that that's actually hovering? No, I think I can work with that, because actually what it means is that hopefully the animals can swim underneath it better. So obviously I need to put some supports on it. But no, do you know what? I actually don't mind that. Is it? Yeah, this is a good beach area up here, so that's fine. I want to make sure the animals actually got plenty of water, and they have. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be deep either. I may make a deeper bit. I'm not sure if any of the animals need a deep bit. I think the crocodiles go quite deep, or they can do, but they don't necessarily have to. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Needs a bit of painting and obviously lots of decorating, but that's, as a basic area, I think that's going to work nicely. Now I was also thinking, actually, let's just get rid of that water again, now that I know I can put it back there. I was also thinking of doing a small pathway in this cliff here. Whether I don't know if this is going to work really, but just as an extra little bit of land that's next to the water where the animals can climb up and get out of the water. I just wonder if this is actually going to work with the hang on, let's just push this back a bit. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work with the water, with this, whether this bit here is smooth enough, whether I've done that at the right height. It's all very much a guessing game at the moment. Right, that's the water back in. Actually, do you know what? That's not bad. that's pretty much perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted this flat bit of land here that they could come up straight out of the water and onto, and that has actually worked out pretty much spot on. If it's big enough. If not, I can cut it further back into the cliff. I think I probably just need to push that back a bit anyway here. I could do getting that intensity up just a little bit more, actually. Just make that more of a flat cliff there. Yeah, that's looking a bit better, isn't it? May have to do a bit of work here. Try and just smooth. Actually, maybe if I use the smooth tool, that will work a bit better. Something like that. How is that looking now? Yeah, it's a little bit cliffy still. That's fine. I can just fill that out a bit there, a little bit here. Try and make it look, slightly better shape, like so. Okay, good. Yeah, this is a nice little area here. Let's just get on with a bit of painting. Actually, let's just whack the old intensity up there. Get that in. Let's paint a bit of the cliffs here. Get it all looking suitably rocky. Obviously, I can put some proper rocks into here as well. Probably keep it rocky up on the top here, I think, as well. Haven't decided what I'm doing with the overhang here yet, so I won't worry about that for now. So this bit over here, I'd like it to all be sand, so it looks like a proper beach. Something like that. I'm going to take that into the water just a bit as well. Yeah, just a little bit. And then the same here as well. Get this one sandy all the way up here. And this would be nice because they'll be able to come up here and interact with the public pretty much up there. And let's just make this a little bit of a rocky area. Keep it rocky up around the top here. Actually, I'm going to do some work there, so I don't need to worry too much about that. This bit here needs pulling out. Ooh, let's just shrink that back down again. Let's just smooth that bit off under there. I'll get some rocks probably under there as well. Okay, what do we think? Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good now. I really like this little bridge across the cove here. That looks really nice. Good. Right, let's look at getting our barriers put in then, shall we? So I'm going to go with one of the small gates. Actually, I'll go with a metal one. I was hoping I could just slot it in on this corner over here. Yeah, there we go. That can fit in quite nicely there. And then it will be null barriers all the way, as usual. I'm hoping I can just leave it so the animals can come right up to the fence, even though I know that's a little bit daft, really, but that's fine. I was hoping I could just take it all the way along the top of the cliff here. And then down to here. I don't really want it linking to the next one. So I'll just get it to there. Excellent. And then all the way along the top here, around the back of the cove. I might put a cave in here at some point, in which case I'll have to just change the barrier a bit. Not sure yet what my plan is for the cove. There we go. Right, so now I need to look at getting some animals in. And I've got to try and remember what I was going to be putting in. I kind of just need to scroll through really and find out. Here we go. So, American alligators. I'm going to get, for now, I'll just get 4 of each of the animals. So, I want 4 of them. And what else was there? Okay, nothing on that page. Oh, actually, let's scroll that way, it's a bit quicker. And what have we got? Nope, nothing there. Sorry, this might take a while. I should have organised myself a little bit better than this. Here we go. Let's get some of these in. These are tiny, so I'll probably need more than 4, but for now, let's just get 4 of each one, so that I can make sure it's a safe habitat for all of the species. Yep, let's get some of these guys in. Now, what was the other one that I was thinking of? There was the Komodo dragon I was thinking of, wasn't I? I thought might be a nice one to put in here. Actually, no, do you know what? I think the Komodo dragon needs to be on its own. Someone at some point suggested a temple habitat, sort of a jungly, ruined temple. I think that works well with the Komodo dragon. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the Nile monitor, that's a swimmer, isn't it? Let's get some of those. Ah, listing expired. Can I just refresh that and get one more? There we go. Okay, what else do we have? There's at least one more because we still got the crocodiles to come. I think there was another one as well. I can never remember what animals are in the game and what isn't. Yeah, so we've got the saltwater crocodiles. These are the big ones. The daddy crocodiles. I wonder if they'll ever put the Nile crocodiles in. Those are the biggest in the world as far as I'm aware. Ah yes, this was the other one. The spectacled caiman. Caiman are small, I think. Certainly the dwarf caiman are. I think these ones probably are as well. Ah, that's expired. Let's just get another male. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's going to be any more. No, great. Right, so what do we got? 24. Oh, hang on. Why have I got a spotted hyena in there? Let's get rid of you. I think I must have clicked on that by mistake at some point. That was weird. Let's just double check. Oh, I've only got 3 spectacled thingies. I must have clicked on completely the wrong animal then. Never mind. Spectacled caiman. Let's just go and get another one of these. There we go. Good, that's better. So what did we end up with? 5 or 6? Must be 6 if there's 24 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Wow. Okay. 6 species. I don't know if it will end up like this, but it is quite a good-sized habitat. So I'm hoping that's going to work out okay. Right. It's going to take a little while for them to come along. So in the meantime, let's do some other work, shall we? So yeah, so I'm thinking a cave. Actually, a cave in that bit there might look nice. Let's do that. I think that's a good idea. Let's flatten to foundation, and let's put a cave at this end, and just somewhere where they can go where it's a little bit secluded as well. You know, it gives them options, doesn't it, of where to hide out. So a good-sized cave in there, I reckon. Let's get it all nice and rocky. And I don't know what sort of bedding these guys will want. Let's just select a couple of them. So the alligator, let's just check. It's probably any of these, to be honest. You've got what else was there? Dwarf caiman. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just going to go with the hay, I think. Oh, I could mix it up actually, couldn't I? Thinking about it, I could put in a little bit of that, and then I could actually mix in with a few bits of this as well. There's no harm in that. Just in case some of the species don't like one or the other, they can have a bit of both in there, can't they? Let's just finish painting the front there. Okay, so we have a cave. Hopefully they can get into there. Obviously I will have to check that when they turn up. Oh, that cave has gone a little bit dodgy there actually, hasn't it? Let me just have a look at that. There we go, that looks better. Nice. Okay, good. So what else are we going to do? I was going to... Oh, look, here's some animals coming already. That's good. I was going to put in some shops along here. So let's just have a look at that. I know I'm sort of bouncing all over the place here, but there's a lot to do, and I'm feeling a little bit disorganised, you know, but that's fine. So just a thought, basically. I was wondering if I could create almost like a market feel up here. So use these stalls like this. Now, do these not create a pathway? Surely. They need to create a pathway. Why is that not connecting to the path? Well, that's most peculiar, isn't it? Ooh, hang on. Well, that's interesting. I undid the action, but the vendor stayed. Interesting. Okay, let's just try this and see if it works using these. I didn't really want to use these, but if this is what it takes... No, look, that's not connecting either. Oh dear. This is not a good sign, is it? Okay, what's going on here? Why is it not letting me do that? What do we got? Flatten? I wonder if I can do it like that and then put a facility on the end of that. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. So I can do it, but the facility is going to have to go right back there. And then it's not going to work. Oh, come on. Wow, okay, this is going to be a challenge, isn't it? Let's persevere. Yeah, look, it doesn't let me build sideways from here. Not very well, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it sort of one at a time, I think, like this, and just try and get these things to connect up. Yes, they are going to connect, but I have to force it, which is a little bit strange, but that's fine. I can work with this. I'm a clever guy. I can figure this out. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's really not liking this. I think it's because the cliff is that side. No, I don't know, actually. I have no idea what's going on. Never mind, I've got room over here. Oh, you are kidding me. It's really not having that, is it? Okay, maybe I can go sideways. Create a whole second path next to this one, like that. Which I didn't want to have to do something like that, but you know, if that's what it takes. No, it's not going to let me do that, is it? This is tricky. Okay, let's just try something here. Okay, it's not letting that come in. Oh, now it's not even going to let me rebuild that bit. Why? Wow, this game has got some issues, hasn't it? Okay, let's put that back. Blimey, it's going to let me go out the side of that. Okay, no, it's not. Oh, I really wanted more than 2. That is just no good at all. I wonder if it's to do with the terrain underneath here. Whether it's because that's a bit hollow under there, whether I need to just bulk that out. No, it's just not having it, is it? That's ideally that's what I want to do, is kind of connect it into that. See, and then it doesn't actually let me rebuild that. Although, is that because I've got... Yeah, okay, maybe it's because of that, is it? Look, here we go. No, okay. Let's try it with tunnelling on. Ooh. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It's let me build a bit out the side there. That's a good sign, isn't it? Just for a second, let's just take that back. No, that's now not going to let me do anything there, is it? No, it's not going to let me tunnel or... Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera because again, it's one of these things that you don't want to sit there and watch me play around with pathing, do you? Let's have a look at our lovely animals, shall we? Look at them. They're all coming in. They look happy. Oh, look at that, dude. A gharial. Wow, they're pretty impressive, aren't they? Excellent. Right, so let's do some checks here. Good. Okay, they can go everywhere I want. They can get into the oh no, they can't get into the cave. Oh yes, they can, but I need to move the barrier. Okay, that's fine. A little bit of land there I could do with a smooth, but that's not too bad. They can still get into. That's good. Let's just move the barrier out, shall we? So yeah, so here, this is going to have to come up. Okay, it's doing that awkward thing, isn't it, where it's not going to let me move it up onto that. I wonder if this is going to be far enough back. No, it's probably not, is it? Okay. Which one of these is it? Is it that one? Vary it to keep the barrier. I never know what settings to have these things on. That looks like it's gone a bit further back, doesn't it? Okay. Right, let's just have a look at that. There we go. They can go right into the cave now. They can all swim here. They can get into the middle of the pathway here, which is good. They can come up on the sides here a little bit actually, which is fine. I don't mind some of them doing that. This is the big guy, the saltwater crocodile, so he's the one I really need to look at. But he's fine, he can go everywhere. He can go in the cave, he can swim everywhere, he can come up into the cove, he can go everywhere on the beach. Perfect. We are looking good, people. It's always nice when it works. Ah, so that's the little Nile monitor. He is a swimmer, isn't he? Yes, good. Excellent, okay. And they can come up on the sides because that's a little bit smaller for them. That's good. It says they can escape. Is that because I didn't put the barrier in far enough? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, let's just move the barriers right back over the pathways. Oops. I don't want the game thinking that they can escape. Where are we? Here we go. Wow, there's a lot of cleaners there. Oh, I suppose they've just been delivering all the animals, haven't they? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, nearly there. Might as well just tidy this up. That looks a bit messy like that, doesn't it? Excellent, there we go. Lots of people coming down to see them already, which is nice. There, much better. Might just need to adjust it over this way as well. Just move this lot back a tiny bit. Excellent. Right. Wow, this is popular. Look at all these people. They are loving the crocodiles. The funny thing is the crocodiles really don't do a lot, do they? Most of them. I mean, they are actually swimming around a bit, but a lot of them will just sit in the water and do nothing most of the time. Is this the little guy? Yes, the dwarf caiman. Let's just check him. He can go everywhere. Into the cave, onto the beach, into the cove. They can come up on the sides as well, which I don't mind. Wow, okay, we're looking good. We are looking really good. And this is massively popular, as you can see. So, yeah, this is an issue. I'll have a look at this off camera and see what I can do with that. Right, we've got our vet coming down because we've got a couple of injured animals there, I think. So I guess I need to sort of work from the ground up. So the first thing I've got to think about is what I'm going to do in the water. I want to create a nice covering over the floor. I want it to look swampy. That's my plan. So what I'm actually going to do is create a template out here, which I can then copy into the water. Now I don't want to use those. Where are my rocks? Let's go find our rocks. I love the mossy ones. This one here. So let's bring that over here. And this is going to be the basic floor, I think, of of my little template that I'm going to create. So this will be sort of the floor, like sunk in, so you won't see the rocks quite so much. But obviously I don't need to create it sunk in at the moment. Let's what have we got? There is some moss, isn't there? This kind of stuff. What does this look like? No, see, I don't like that. It's a shame. It's a nice piece, but it's not a nice piece. That's the thing. It could be a nice piece, but it's just doesn't quite do it for me. Okay, yeah, I don't need stuff like that. Do you know what? Actually, let's just see what I've got here. See, I know I use this a lot, but actually, if this is sunk in as an underwater plant like this, it can actually look pretty good. It kind of fills those gaps in, you know. Yeah, that's brilliant. Let's chuck in a fern like so. Yeah, that's looking nice. What else do we have? Actually, some underwater bracken could look pretty cool, couldn't it? I don't mind stuff like this. It's not meant to be underwater, but it's fine. You can use ground plants to go underwater, and it looks absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I don't need a lot more. It's just a really basic little template like this. See, and then the idea is you come out here and you come in the water, get down under the ground here, if it lets me. Here we go. Sink it in a bit. It's a little bit tricky to do this, but of course you've got to hope that the floor is flat, otherwise it doesn't really work. Okay, and then once you've got it, you can then duplicate it. Let's get it sunk down. It's really awkward to do that. Doesn't quite let me. There we go. Right, and then the key thing to do is to remember to keep rotating it and keep on overlapping them so you don't end up with a repeating pattern. Now, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have to go back and maybe delete the odd bit here and there. But it's going to create a really nice looking floor to this underwater area. Some of it raise it up, some of it sink it down a bit more, you know, vary it up so that it gives that sort of terraining look, like it's actually undulating up and down a bit as well. And obviously you can go back afterwards and delete bits. You can add more on. There, I think that's good. Let's come up and have a look. Can't really see it, but what I'm actually going to do, because you can change the water, can't you? Yeah, here we go. Let's get the transparency. Do you know, I'm going to bring the transparency right down. I love the idea of really being able to see the animals. So there we go. You can see it's just created this nice ground effect here. We've got some space along the sides where I can chuck in some rocks and things. I didn't really manage to get it over here. Let me just see if I can get it to come up this slope a bit. This is the problem. It is slopey here, so you can end up with it not quite fitting. See, it's kind of raised up a bit there, but again, you can just kind of keep repeating yourself like this and making it so slowly as you come up the beach here, just lift it up and kind of blend it in, and eventually you do end up with a nice angled sort of 3D effect. Of course, you've got to make sure that you're not stopping the animals from swimming around. Okay, let's just let's see, how does that look now? Yeah, it looks a bit better coming up here, doesn't it? So you just got to make sure that they can still get around everywhere, which they can. Perfect. Let me just check the big daddies. Where are we? Here is a salt water. Yeah, they're absolutely fine with that, aren't they? Excellent. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Just standing up here, and I mean, look at this. You got the animals just floating in the middle here. Very, very cool. So still a lot to do. I do want to create a nice sort of swampy atmosphere, so I will put some nice trees and bushes and things actually down in the water, and some rocks. Give them some stuff to swim around. But as a basic start, I just wanted to get the floor sorted like that. Oh good, look, they're coming up onto this beach now as well, which is really good. I'll put some food bits probably up here. Although actually, let's just check our staff area. Good. The staff can come through to the cove and the cave. So if I want to put some food enrichment over here on the cove, I can. Oh look, we're going to have some babies. Oh, do you know, I've never bred any of the reptiles here. I think that's these two, isn't it? Yeah, they're getting it on. Look at that. Oh, young and in love. How romantic. And we're expecting offspring. Excellent. How long does it take? Year 2017. Oh, it's only a couple of months away. Blimey, that doesn't take long, does it? Right, so we might end up with a whole load more reptiles in here, but that's fine. It's a nice big area. So I don't mind that. I've never seen the babies. They must be tiny. The dwarf caiman are already really small, but look at them. I mean, the babies are going to be minuscule, aren't they? Well, that should happen in our next episode, I reckon. Yeah, so you can see the staff can walk around here. I might create a bit of a better pathway with rocks around just this corner here to make it look a little bit more secure. It's a little bit dodgy here, isn't it, for the staff to be walking around that. So yeah, I might create a little walkway there. Maybe not with rocks actually. I might do rocks at each end and then make a little wooden platform for them to walk on. That would look quite nice. Stuff like that. Lots to do. Lots to think about. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Really happy with this actually. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. This habitat. Look at that, loads of people. These are popular. Whenever you put a new animal in, they are very popular very quickly, which is very cool. Right, let's leave it there then. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you're enjoying the series still, and that you've liked the episode. If you have, you can hit the like button for me. That would be fantastic. And join me in the next episode where we will continue working on this new habitat. If you've got any thoughts, please do leave them in the comments section for me. I'm probably going to be recording the next episode immediately after this one, so I won't see your feedback yet, but you know me, I will act on it later on if I like it. Until then, do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.